Yeah.
Already?
Yeah, dude, it's 3 minutes till already. It's 3 minutes till, by golly.
By Jiminy George.
Oh, by gosh, by golly.
It's time for mistletoe and holly.
And if you're hearing this, that means we are actually broadcasting, which is great.
Christmas in June.
This is the backstage portion of Defenders of American Exceptionalism.
Enjoy it now because we're going to start charging you for it here in a
Oh,
while.
yeah, buddy. This is what you get right now for free. Guess what? One day, it won't be.
And there went the audience. It was just us talking to ourselves now.
Now it's still just us talking to ourselves. At least I'm talking to somebody else and not to the wind.
Yeah.
Or to myself, because if I was just talking to myself, people would get weirded out a little bit.
I know. I still can't get over some of the looks I get.
Well, it's only if you answer yourself. Does that really cause an issue?
Well, how else would you be talking to yourself?
Well, you talk to yourself and then you don't actually answer, but you do.
Oh, no.
You don't outwardly answer.
No, I do.
You don't like, man, I wonder what I'm... Oh, you know what? This is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, there's a spider on the wall and the lights need to be on.
Oh, there is a spider. I'll be damned.
And the lights need to be on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Becky, look at her butt.
It's so big.
Like, if that spider was on the wall and my wife was here, she'd be like, oh my god, it's a spider! It's like, babe, it's nothing. It's something I can keep. Like, it's not. It's dead. Ta-da! All right. Turning mics off. You're welcome. I gotcha. I understand.
You're listening to the Lanterns Radio Network. We are the network dedicated to empowering the individual, illuminating the truth, defending American exceptionalism, and inspiring future generations. Stay connected and get involved at lanterns.buzz for great radio. Get commentary and news of the day. Lanterns.buzz.
Common sense, comedy, and freedom. You found the Defenders of American Exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network.
Let's do it again on purpose.
What? Which one?
Just to see if
Which one do you want to do?
No, you pointing at me and...
Oh, the...
Yeah. He's like, he's waiting for me to say something. I'm like,
You're supposed to say something! The intro! Do something!
The music's playing. It's fading fast. All right, welcome, everybody. You're listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism. Oh, we are on Facebook. You can find us at doashow.com. At Twitter, at DOA Show.
Yep.
Facebook, at DOA Show. YouTube, at
DOA Show.
Yeah. Pretty much anywhere and everywhere.
Yes.
Good stuff, good stuff. Thank y'all for hanging out. It's a happy Wednesday to all of you.
Yay, Wednesday.
Middle of the week, thank God. It's been Holy smokes, man.
Holy smokes.
It's been one of them weeks, man.
It's been a long week already.
It has been oh, God.
It's been a long day's night.
I had bad dreams after that. I'm going to tell you that.
Did you
right.
really?
I did.
That was a bad show then.
I did.
I'm sorry.
She wouldn't leave me alone.
Oh, that's not good.
It was bad.
That's
But no,
not good.
it's good. Happy Wednesday. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We really, really, really appreciate it because otherwise we would just be talking to thin air.
Yes, and we're so glad that you guys are there.
Exactly, because again, as we just had this conversation, it's better to have someone to talk to than just yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we were just mentioning that.
Almost exact conversation.
Yes.
It was funny because I was that kid who used to have the microphone, the little.
Oh, the one that had the.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It was like a spring in it or something.
It was.
That's all it was.
It was yeah, exactly. The microphone was a step up from a tin cup with a string on it.
Yes.
And yeah, and I used to have those, and I used to do all kinds of recordings and junk like that, and
It's good times.
And here I am doing the same thing, and I have to admit, sometimes you kind of go, if it wasn't for certain people responding back and forth to us, it would feel just like we're doing it, just on a much more expensive level.
Yes. A much more expensive level.
Much more expensive.
It's funny enough, I did the exact same thing.
Did you?
I can't deny that.
It was fun.
It was bad.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to dive right into this because we've got a ton to unpack in a very short amount of time.
Yes, and we're done.
And with that, good night, folks. We're done. Have a good night. All right.
Anyway, no.
Okay, so first thing we're going to is apparently Maryland has a problem.
Yes, they're Maryland.
Well, no, besides... I should have been more specific. I take the hit for that one. No, you're close, though. They have a problem with gangs.
Oh, I was about to say, I can vouch. I was born in Maryland.
Well.
I can vouch they have a problem because they are.
They are. Bless their hearts. No, apparently MS-13 is rather making grounds there.
You don't say.
I know. It's weird how a progressively dominated town, city would kind of be enthralled in the arms of what I would argue is a terrorist group. Just saying. Just saying.
You know something I just noticed?
What's that?
It's in Riverdale. You know who else is in Riverdale? Archie Bunker Comics.
Oh.
They're Riverdale High School. Anyway, but no, this is in
I was going to say.
This is in Prince George County.
I was going to say, I wonder if they would.
Wendy, a MOG is a video game reference. Don't worry about it. There's conversations going on the side, and apparently Wendy is a MOG. So it's a video game reference. If you don't get it, it's Final Fantasy. It's there. You can learn about it later.
Really, guys?
That's where they're going.
We're talking like MS-13 and important stuff, and our
Blame it
people
on
on website on
Brad.
Facebook are talking about video games. Okay.
Oh, actually, Spaceballs. Okay, you're doing that, MOG? Oh, Spaceballs, MOG. All right, good times.
Wow.
Good job, Brad. Full derail. Sorry. Anyway.
Barf. Okay. So apparently there is a school in Riverdale as William Wirt. And it's Wirt, not Wart. It's W-I-R-T, Wirt Middle School in Riverdale, Maryland. Apparently, he's being overrun by MS-13 to the extent that that teachers and students alike are slightly terrified.
Slightly?
Slightly.
Only slightly.
It's only slightly. Basically, it is to a point that they have just come in. Gang-related fights are now a near daily occurrence.
Oh my!
In this
in
Wirt High School. Where a small group of suspected MS-13 members are at the overwhelmingly Hispanic school in Prince George's County, throw gang signs, sell drugs, draw gang graffiti, and aggressively recruit students recently arrived from Central America because, in case y'all aren't aware or not from there, Maryland is becoming a sanctuary state.
Yes.
Lucky them.
Right.
So, and because they become a sanctuary state, pretty much all the riffraff, and not just riffraff, I'll admit, there are probably some nice people.
Not so riffraff.
Some not so riffraff, yeah. But still, you come here illegally, you're not doing it right. But yeah, so they're all flocking there, and you're going to get the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Waka flocka?
We did that last week. We're not doing that again. Most of those interviewed asked not to be identified for this. And this, by the way, I'm reading from the Washington Post. So if the Washington Post is saying something about this, you know this has got to be bad.
Right, because they don't say anything bad about any illegal immigration at all.
No. Now, if you read this entire, and this is a very worded, very long article.
It is.
But if you read the entire thing, you'll notice that about a third of the way through it, they start trying to stretch it into it it's still talking about MS-13, about how dangerous it can be and blah, blah, blah. But they also kind of go, well, but the schools are so terrible and, they're designed to only hold 250 people in the room with 70 or 75 people in a room with actually has 250. And
So yeah, on that point, what they're going to is we need to fund the schools more in Baltimore.
That's the bottom
Baltimore
line.
Schools need to be funded more so that these kids can get a better education, and then they won't be attracted by gangs like MS-13, except for the fact that most of the people that go to that school are illegal.
Yep.
And they're being contracted by the people at MS-13, and this is a junior high. It is a middle school. This is your 13-year-old, your 10-year-old, and 11-year-old.
8th grade.
They're getting pulled into gangs at that early.
Yep.
And not only gangs, but gangs like MS-13 that kill and have killed more people than all the school shootings combined.
Yep. It's amazing how this is. And these are the guys, what was it? Their slogan is was it murder, rape, pillage, or something like that? It's along those lines.
Something
it's
along those
literally
lines.
that simple, but it's that open and clear. The teachers feel threatened but aren't backed up, and the students feel threatened but aren't protected, one educator said. The school is a ticking time bomb. The gang's presence at work comes at a time when Trump's administration has declared war on MS-13. Here's where it starts getting a little weird. Communities throughout the country are confronting a surge of MS-13-related violence. Nearly a dozen parents told the Post that they are worried about the gang activity at the school, which BT Dubs is within 10 miles of the White House.
So there's massive gang activity from a group
That should be labeled a terrorist.
that should be labeled terrorist activity 10 miles from the president.
Yep. You know what they say, though, that, the best place, the safest place to be around evil is right at his right hand.
No.
Or something like that.
No.
I'm trying to remember. What was the,
No.
I'm going to lose my nerd card.
Yeah.
But
no.
what was the saying that he said on Lord of the Rings that, that's exactly,
No.
Never mind. We're moving on.
Not doing that.
We're
going away from
There was one 8th grader who said that she was raped in the fall by a schoolmate in MS-13.
Which is par for the course for them.
The attack, however, took place off of school property, and that she reported to the police, but then recanted out of fear of the gang. Prince George's investigators conclude that the report was unfounded, but the girl said she now lives in fear the gang will stab her as she leaves the school. Because this is what we want our kids to be worried about. This is the... I almost said something that was really broad. If you want to...
Okay.
You want to... Well, no, this is about to be... I had to correct this. If you want to, everybody, David Hogg and all these little weirdos who want to, you need to protect our kids that are in these high schools. You need to do all this stuff. Take care of... What are you doing about this?
Nothing.
What is going on here? Because this is active. This is going on. This is current. This is continuous. Do you know what I mean? This is not like... This is not like Parkland, where it was in and it was out. I mean, it's still tragic. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But it was in, it was out, it was done. Boom. Over.
Done.
Boom might have been a bad,
Really bad idea.
choice of words. But yeah, it was in and out. It was finished. It was done.
Yes.
This is something that goes on a daily basis. What are these guys saying and doing about this?
MS-13 motto, by the way, thanks to Lance. Rape, control, kill.
Oh, forgive me. I had it in the wrong order. It's still, it doesn't make me feel any better.
No,
at all.
it really doesn't. It really doesn't.
The principal is aware of concerns about gangs in the community, but has not experienced any problems at the school. John White, a spokesman for the county school system, wrote in an email. Yeah,
No.
I know. I know.
What?
Are you shocked?
Are you blind?
Are you shocked that a spokesman for the county school system, which is all progressively controlled, is going to write an email? Oh, no, we're fully aware of what's going down, but...
This reminds me of that gif with, like, the dog sitting at the table with the coffee cup and the house on fire. No, this is fine.
No, we're good.
No, this is good. I'm good.
This is
We're
normal.
good. No problem. This is fine. What are you doing? It's literally burning down around you.
Yes.
And you're asking for more money for what? Nothing. You're asking for more money so that you can retire faster.
That's about it.
And get out of there.
Or retire higher, yeah. Prince George's police, which have an officer stationed at the school, declined to discuss the allegations of gang activity.
You know, it's a fail. One thing, you have the officer at the school.
Mm-hmm.
We see how effective those guys are, i.e. Parkland. We see how effective those guys are.
Yep.
They don't really do much.
No.
They're paid to sit there, and they feel like they're just big babysitters with guns.
Pretty much.
And, you know, for the most part, they are just big
I was
babysitters
gonna say,
with guns.
that's how they act.
And that's the thing. That's what they are. And, yeah, no, they're not useful.
No,
They're basically rent-a-cops at this point.
Oh, this is going to take... Here's the quote from the police spokeswoman, Jennifer Donlan. I'm butchered. Jennifer Donlan.
Donnellan.
Whatever. Jennifer Donlan.
Donnellan.
That's what I said. Jennifer Donlan. Quote, this is their house, so we're going to defer to school leadership.
No.
If the school security isn't telling us about something, then we don't know. End quote. Now, again, this is the police spokeswoman, Jennifer Donlan.
Donnellan.
That's what I said. Donlan. I'm sorry, but I thought your job as a police officer was to protect and serve. Isn't that kind of the slogan that they...
Isn't this the same exact sort of framework that the Parkland school system had in place? Where if the school decided that they weren't going to punish the kid, the system wasn't going to punish the kid because they don't want a school to prison pipeline.
Yeah.
No. If these idiots are doing the crap that they're doing, you need to either find them, arrest them, or deport them. Because they're most likely illegal anyway.
Okay. Are we ready to move on with this? Because this is about to make your head pop even more. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now remember, I'm gonna read the quote again, and then I'm gonna move on. Quote, this is their house.
Sure.
So we're going to defer to school leadership. If the school security isn't telling us about something, then we don't know.
The school security is the cop.
End quote. Okay? Just calm down. Just don't. Your head's about to pop. Just give it a minute. You think that's as bad? As of May 1st, police have been called to the school 74 times this year, according to a police tally requested by the Post.
Good night, everybody. What? The police have been called 74 times. You have somebody on staff at the school that is a cop, and that cop has called in for backup 74 times, and you are sitting there saying, oh, this is their house. We're going to defer to their... No! No!
This is...
Take action, you useless piece of crap.
I really do not understand. I mean, I guess the only thing I could think of, the only reason why you would let something like this slide, knowingly let something like this go by, is because you want to continue to what? Pull money in from outside sources, like the Fed money and everything from schools.
I was actually just thinking about this. We should have tried to get Liz Mattori.
You know what?
We really should have tried to.
I thought about that too.
She's running Congress in.
I had thought about that too, and it was
man. We really should have got her.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
We might come back to this a little bit later, because not for nothing, her primary, or not her primary.
It was the 26th
of June.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's coming up, so we
of
still
June.
might have her on anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is a very lengthy article that just keeps going on and on. We have
it jabbers on about basically nothing.
They have 2 to 3 fights per day.
And
at this point, they're completely out of control. This is from MS-13 members in the schools.
The gang runs the school.
Pretty much.
That's what this is telling me. The gang runs the school. The adults are too scared to do anything about it. The kids are too scared to do anything about it because they see that the adults can't do anything about it. And the teachers are scared because they feel like if anything should happen, they are actually too scared to have the MS-13 gang members, which they know who they are, in there alone with them to talk about anything.
You ready for another downplay from Mr. White?
No.
Do fights occur at school? Yes, but they occur at schools across the country. Until we have evidence that the gang activity was the cause of the fight, we don't know. And so far, we haven't found that evidence yet, end quote. Because again, as Steven just said, they don't take the time to sit and ask because they're too scared.
I'm turning my mic off.
Oh, it's amazing. It is just amazing that these people are putting themselves through this. It's unbelievable.
If I wasn't smiling, I'd be dying.
I know. I know. We're going to calm down for a minute. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product? Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Then call InventHelp now. InventHelp keeps your idea confidential and explains every step of the invention process. We create professional materials representing your idea and submit it to companies who are looking for new ideas. We have more than 9,000 companies who have agreed to review ideas in confidence. If a company shows interest in manufacturing your invention, we can negotiate on your behalf. We have helped over 10,000 clients receive patents. We also offer services including 3D modeling and animation demonstrating your idea, prototyping services, and we use state-of-the-art technology to show InventHelp client ideas to additional companies. Join the thousands of people just like you who chose InventHelp to pursue their idea. We are experienced. We are working for you. We are InventHelp.
Call us for free information at 1-800-352-4158. That's 1-800-352-4158. Again, 1-800-352-4158.
According to a 2017 Gallup poll, 85% of Americans hate their jobs. 85%. And most of those people will continue to hate their jobs over something as simple as updating and formatting their resume. Let Nicole's Resume Renewal Service help you gain a leg up in an already competitive job market. Please go to www.facebook.com/Nicole's Resume Renewal Service and relieve yourself of the worry of an outdated resume. Use the promo code DEFENDERS and receive $10 off your order of a resume cover letter package. That's www.facebook.com/Nicole's Resume Renewal Service. Don't be part of that 85%. Log on today at www.facebook.com/Nicole's Resume Renewal Service and use the promo code DEFENDERS for $10 off.
And welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism. Steven has calmed. It's going to be a fun one because, okay, so
oh, no, this is for you. This is for you.
I was going to say,
me.
Your brain about exploded last time. Now we're about to cross into mine.
Now,
before we do that, real fast.
Okay.
Go to doaeshow.com. Check out the website. New article. Matter of fact, just dropped what?
Less than an hour ago.
Less than an hour ago.
You're gonna love it.
It's
good
very
times.
good. Go check it out.
We're gonna have more of those coming out.
Plenty.
Oh, also, if you go to our site and go to the donation page, there are a couple of different options there. And if you donate, that will put you in the running. Not only will you get some of our wonderful decals, which I believe Wendy's gotten some.
Oh, they've been mailed out as of yesterday.
So she should be
FedEx.
Those
So they'll be here by the end of the week.
Because you won that wonderful, wonderful thing. Wonderful grand prize. Anyway, you will get one of our decals for the swag.
Or if you buy all 3, that's cool too.
Or you can buy all 3, which is an option. So the higher you go, the more you get. Along with that, you will also know about new things coming down the pipe before everybody else.
And there is a lot coming.
It is a lot coming.
I may or may not have something to throw out within the next 2 weeks.
Ooh,
may or may not. It may not be able to be said anything, but if I do.
All right.
Big stuff.
Housekeeping over.
Big stuff. Okay.
Here we go.
Yes.
So I lost my junk.
Oh.
Yes, Matt. Yes, Matt. You missed it. I lost my junk. It was good times.
You have to go back and
watch it.
Listen to the.
This is what happens when you miss the show.
It's not like it's not the same time every
single day. All right.
Bless
so
his heart.
ACLU
gives
a former Planned Parenthood
okay.
CEO,
President
Cecile Richards.
Dead.
They gave her a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Shut up. This is all right. Just behind a little bit of inside baseball. So I have prep everything wrote up. I have our little notes drawn up. Everything is done. Everything is set. I've got this thing. And it's kind of, the MS-13 side was kind of the worst of what was going to happen. You know, it was going to kind of trail into little silly easinesses after that. You know, it was going to be really good. And then, lo and behold, about 6:30 our time, I get a text from a young person who I will remain nameless, but whose name rhymes with Steven. Sends me a text with this article.
You can't rhyme your name with your name.
No, I said the name rhymes with Steven. I could be talking about anybody.
Okay.
Anyway, sends me a text with this article in it.
Uh-huh.
And I about threw my phone across the room, and all I said right back afterwards is, great. I have prep done. Now I have to rewrite it. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So
he was laughing. He thought it was hilarious.
It is hilarious.
This is from Daily Wire. So former Planned Parenthood president Cecile Richards, the demon woman that is, has spent a career stripping the civil rights of unborn children straight from their mother's wombs. Get this, received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the ACLU, which is the American Civil Liberties Union. If this wasn't such a horrific thing, the irony is insane. It just, how does the American Civil Liberties Union give a Lifetime Achievement Award to somebody who literally was infringing the civil liberties of millions of Americans for however many years?
May I stop you?
Please, because I think I'm going to hurt myself.
Speaking at the ACLU You Belong Here conference.
Oh, God, shut up.
Richards.
Who belongs here? Stop. Who belongs here? Apparently not the unborn that you've murdered. Okay, go on. Oh, God, this is harder than I thought it was.
Richards accepted her award by lamenting how politicians have failed to lead America. Quote, leadership in America is coming from high school students.
Shut up. Shut up.
From dreamers.
Oh, I almost
from
said
teachers.
A word I shouldn't say. Oh, my God. I almost said a bad word.
Let me get through this. From teachers. Teachers striking on behalf of their students all across this country, she argued. Leadership is coming from everyone who's fighting for a country where we lift everyone up and no one falls through the cracks. And you better believe leadership is coming from millions of women in this country, the most potent political force in America.
Except for the ones you've killed. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is insane. Like, how in God's name does this woman, like, literally deliver this speech with a straight face?
I don't know.
How do you... Whoa. Woosah. Okay? Everyone who's fighting in this country, and we are lifting everyone up, except for the unborn, that we are loving, we are pushing and advocating to be murdered. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yes. No.
I'm sorry, but there is a special place in hell for this woman. And I don't care whether you believe in God, whether you don't believe in God, I don't care about none of this. If hell was not created for anybody and anything in existence, it is created for her.
Well, people like her.
No. 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 Maybe Hitler, but no, her for sure.
Mao, maybe.
Maybe
Mao.
Stalin. And I'm just.
Yes, Wendy, you are correct. If she doesn't repent,
My head
that is
hurts.
true.
I think at this point that ship has sailed. And normally, I'm very much an advocate of people, coming back with second chances. There's always hope. It's never over until it's over. I'm very naive in that. I will openly admit that. That's a fault of mine. But I would just assume probably see snow in hell before that would happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing that they handed the ACLU. The ACLU gave her a Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations, Miss Cecile Richards, for spending a lifetime of slaughtering unborn children.
So in March, the former abortion queen also received an award from New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who called her a national champion and a national role model. Most recently, she castigated all pro-lifers as those who lie, cheat, steal, deceive, and break the law.
Okay, hold on. Just because I'm in straight douche mood now. Douche mode now. So correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't lie and deceive kind of, I don't know, the same thing?
No, not quite.
No, it's not.
Not quite.
Not quite.
It's slightly different.
It's the same thing. Shut up. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
She said this knowing full well that the hashtag #MeToo kingpin Harvey Weinstein donated to her organization and even attended the gala celebrating Planned Parenthood's 100th year anniversary.
Well, I figure it like this. It should be okay if the air quotes, as they worded in here, the kingpin of the Pound Me Too movement. It should. I find it actually a little bit fitting that he should donate to a cause that will then turn around and openly advocate to destroy and kill the lives that are probably being spawned out of his sexual escapades. I think it makes perfect sense.
I mean, yeah, that makes perfect
sense. Here, I'm going to
sense.
pay you to continue killing these things and making all these little problems go away while I continue to do the filth that I'm doing. It's how it works.
Roughly, lowball estimate, 3.5 million unborn children were killed under Cecile Richards' watch.
Yeah, that's
while she was the CEO of Planned Parenthood.
That's definitely
lifetime achievement.
That's a lifetime of achievement. I mean, I guess if you're going to achieve something, then I guess that's the way to go out, right?
Yeah, that's the way to go. I guess
this woman is just unbelievable. Just
if you're gonna go, you might as well go Planned Parenthood.
Well, it sure as hell ain't Delta, but so like, and anybody remembers, like, I should know better. This is just gonna make things worse. Going back to May of this year when she kind of rolled and left her farewell message was, quote, "I have been honored to kill unborn children."
That was like,
yeah,
that was not in her.
No, it's not it. "I am filled with emotions." She
mostly
wrote.
The hate for young children.
Exactly. "For the last 12 years, I have been honored to stand by your side to fight for the reproductive health and rights, except for the unborn."
Meaning killing unborn children.
Yeah. It's when you and countless others have been there every step of the way, she wrote. "When I asked you to speak up proudly on behalf of Planned Parenthood patients, you raised your voices until it could not be ignored."
So you're saying shout for joy about the whole... Yeah.
Quote, "When I asked you to fight for reproductive rights, you donated generously and volunteered your time," she continued.
Okay.
"And when I asked for your commitment and dedication to help elect leaders who would protect access to health care for all, except for the unborn, you did whatever it took to get the job done." End quote.
Whatever it took?
Yep, whatever it took, which means apparently killing unborn children.
And raping people.
"Don't stop," was her final plea. "Don't stop fighting, don't stop speaking out, and don't ever stop standing with Planned Parenthood, with women, with people of color, with the LGBTQ LMNOP people, and with immigrants, with young people, with patients, with doctors, oh my God, with those who are shut down of power, with those who are shut out of power and silenced and ignored by our leaders. That's a lot of people, which basically translates into everybody. You notice she didn't also mention the unborn that she killed.
Yeah. Did she just like try to pull a Winston Churchill?
Yes. We will fight them on the land, in the air,
and the sea. We will never surrender. Never surrender. Never give up. Never.
Oh, this woman is. Oh, Okay. I have been humbled by the courage of doctors, nurses, and other staff at Planned Parenthood Health Centers.
I don't think so.
I have been inspired and moved by the convictions of the activists and supporters, and I have been astonished by the comparison of people like you, the heart and soul of this organization, and the reason why people of Planned Parenthood stands today. I don't know why she just suddenly went into a really weird I was going to say it was more like one of Red Skelton's characters, but anyway.
Oh, you know what? I think
Clem
we need
Cadiddle
another...
Hopper-esque. Cecile Richards.
I think we might need another break.
Is it really? Do we need to take one now?
I think we need to take one because we have two good stories on the other side, and it'll help us calm down a little bit, make some fun of stuff. It'll be good. It'll be good.
Okay. If you hit the button, that's fine.
We'll be all right.
All right. Well, since we're being told to take a break so I don't have a heart attack, you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote.
Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-327-2381. That's 800-327-2381. 800-327-2381. Attention business owners and independent contractors. This is a money-saving message from Tax Mediation Services. If your business owes $20,000 or more in taxes, we can help you today, right now. Listen, dealing with the IRS is no picnic. It's an intimidating and extremely stressful process, and you don't want to go it alone. Our attorneys know every law, every tax break, and every possible opportunity to help you resolve and reduce your tax debt. And if you owe more than $20,000, you may be at the top of their hit list. So don't take your tax debt lightly because it will not go away on its own. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, your home, and even shut down your business. Call our tax experts today at 1-800-249-8901 and let us deal with the IRS while you focus on your business. That's 1-800-249-8901. Again, 800-249-8901.
Are you okay?
I if anybody hasn't figured it out yet, like I don't abortion, little children especially, anything to do with children in any way, and this is straight up serious. Like I'm the nicest person you will ever meet. I don't do well with, I really don't. Once you start hitting that adolescent smart alecky teenage years where you probably need to be punched in the mouth, I'm about done with you at that point. But
Little kids, though.
little kids, yeah. When you start going down, like and this is, we'll get out of this bad stuff here in just a moment. But apparently there was a video circulating Facebook. It was somewhere in Asia somewhere. This lady was handing her kid to the babysitter on the elevator. So it's the elevator camera watching her, and the kid was screaming and screaming and screaming and mad that he had to leave the mom. Well, we find out why is because in the middle of screaming, the lady literally start punching the kid, and the kid couldn't have been more than a year tops.
That's not cool.
And I couldn't watch the whole thing. Like I've seen things. I've been around the world. Trust me, there's stuff that I've seen that you don't come back from.
No.
And I can handle all that. I can't handle when it comes to kids.
Hurting kids is really bad for you.
I don't. Ooh.
I completely understand, though. I understand where that's coming from. And you know what?
All right, we're going to get out of bad stuff.
That's okay.
Bad stuff.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm. Something good.
I'm going to tell you something good. Bernie Sanders may not be the Democrat Party ticket for president.
Oh, good. I didn't know he was running, though.
He's not running yet.
Oh. And now you're saying he might not have a chance to run at all.
He may not have a chance to run at all.
Oh, darn. You see how tore up I am.
Darn.
Where's the Kleenex? Do we need to? I need a
dang it.
Sniffle.
Oh. I need to get some sad music where I can just play this.
I do. We usually have that on cue.
I need to get sad music on cue.
Yeah, apparently the Democratic National Committee has recently adopted a new rule that may end up actually keeping Senator Bernie Sanders from earning the Democratic 2020 presidential nomination. Now, they did this, and I don't know if they thought this entirely through, all the way through.
Probably not.
Probably not. They never usually do. The rule, which was adopted on Friday, would prevent political outsiders from seeking the nomination, according to Newsweek.
See, this is actually leaked. By a guy in the DNC. His name is Randy with an I. Randy with an I.
Which I always thought was a girl.
Weingarten.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Randy Weingarten.
You mean Weingarten?
Weingarten.
Weingarten.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, and he is who now?
He's part of the DNC.
Ah,
that's all we got.
Oh, and president of the American Foundation of Teachers.
Oh,
Don't
there
forget.
You go. Yeah.
Yay!
But he took a screenshot on his phone of what they were reading on the big screen.
Yeah,
and it just has some things like for the Democratic Party, it's at the time a presidential candidate announces their candidacy publicly, they must publicly affirm that they are a Democrat. Each candidate pursuing the Democratic Democratic nomination shall affirm in writing to the national chairperson of the DNC that they are a member of the Democratic Party, will accept the Democratic nomination, and will run and serve as a member of the Democratic Party.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
The reason why this affects Bernie is because he does this bait and switch thing.
Oh, yeah.
Every election.
Every now and again,
he's like, he runs as a Democrat until the primary. After he wins the primary and knocks out all of his liberal competition, he then goes independent and says, "Screw you guys."
Yeah, I'm independent. I'm a democratic socialist. Yes, when a Democrat president announces he must make everything public, as Stephen just said before, when Sanders ran a tight race as a Democrat. Bernie Sanders ran a tight race as a Democrat against Hillary during the 2016. He campaigned on universal health care, free college for all, blah, 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 which obviously made him very, very popular.
With the college kids.
The 76-year-old senator is seeking re-election in 2018 as a Democrat in Vermont. Once he has enough votes to secure the state party's nomination, he will decline the nomination and declare he is running as an independent. Which is, I think, you're just playing the system. It's, but the only reason to go back to why they want just a Democrat and why they want just all this stuff to go down is because they want it to be, they want to avoid another Donald Trump. In the end, that's what they're trying to do. Yeah. Even though Donald Trump is nothing like them, they're still trying to. get ahead of it.
What I think that they're trying to avoid is they're trying to avoid a Bernie Sanders.
That too, because Bernie has not
I
exactly been helping their cause.
Right, and not only that, but he pulled so many people away from the Clinton. The Clinton machine. He pulled so many people out of the Clinton machine that the DNC sees that as a downfall for them because he was allowed to run, even though they knew that he always does the bait and switch.
Yep.
And so he's just. It's actually smart play for their part if they do push this through, because it means that they're not going to be able to be divided by somebody like that. But at the same point in time, they're taking the only person that's actually quote unquote electric with the kids.
Well, because he's handing them free crap. I mean, it would be electric too. The senator has not announced his intentions to make another bid for the presidency, but the Denver Post reported that he is campaigning alongside a 35-year-old black politician and spending time with black lawmakers to talk about, quote, shared priorities, end quote. The reason why he's doing this is a lot of people suspect is he struggled back in the 2016 presidential primary to gain the support of black voters.
Because he is an old white guy.
Yeah, an old white socialist, which we all know is the friend of the black man. I'm just saying.
That deserves a bell.
I'm just saying.
That deserves a bell.
It's going on for years. They've been besties. They got robes and everything for him. Anyway,
absolutely not.
Anyway, I mean, they did. They used to give black people presents all the time, and usually in the way of burning crosses in someone's front yard or lynchings and whatnot. But anyway, moving on to something a little bit happier that it's not even happy.
Do you like free speech?
I do.
Thank you.
You didn't. I was hoping for you to go for another one. We were so close.
Well, I'm sorry. I could have kept going. But
you want to try it again?
No,
no,
I don't want to vote again. We're good. We're done. We're done on it.
Public University in Alabama has announced that it will ban students from sending harsh text messages and spreading rumors under its sweeping cyberbullying and cyber harassment policy. Policy has earned the University of West Alabama's Code of Conduct the worst possible rating from a campus free speech watchdog group, the College Fix. Wow.
What does it ban? Under the policy, students are barred from sending harsh text messages or emails, rumors sent by email or posted on social network sites, and embarrassing pictures, videos, websites, or fake profiles.
See, just in that alone, I mean, how, other than someone getting their, and forgive the terminology, but other than somebody getting their panties in a wad about the whole thing, how are you going to know if somebody sends, say, a harsh text or an email? Or how do you know that someone has sent a rumor? You mean rumor, like a speculation of something that's going down because someone doesn't have information, like, oh, I don't know what's going on currently, which everybody's kind of forgotten about, but, like what happened with
Comey?
Yeah, that's actually a much better one than I was thinking of. Yeah, you mean people who just don't have actual information and they just start speculating things because they don't have the proper information because the powers that be won't tell them about it. Just saying.
Just saying. Could it be Satan?
Satan. Also cited are, quote, instances where social media can cause harm to the university or members of UWA community.
See, it's not enforceable, Lance. There is no way that they can enforce it unless they literally have a lockdown on everybody's social media and everybody's stuff, or everybody turns into a narc.
Which neither one of them. Honestly, I'm at a point nowadays, it wouldn't surprise me. None of those would surprise me at this point.
So here's the thing.
The only thing that surprised me, just real fast, the only thing that surprises me out of this whole thing is it's coming from out of Alabama. That's it.
That's the only surprising part.
That's the only actual surprise. I could see this coming from some place like, I don't know, Chicago or Ohio.
UCLA.
Or Vermont or someplace. Yeah, UCLA. I could see all that. Berkeley. The part that gets me is Alabama. There are too many people down there that have a head on their shoulders that I'm surprised they let this stuff slide. I just
see, that's the point. You are thinking Alabama. This is the university.
Yes.
There's a big difference between university of anything and the people that are in the state.
Oh, yes.
Because university almost always implies that they're going to be liberal morons.
Well, yeah, that and even I've fallen into that little trap a long time ago where you go, oh, well, this person's gone to college. They must know more about it than I do.
No.
And that's what people, even today, that's what a lot of people still plan to believe. You get to somebody's, people from, like, say, Alabama or backwoods folks like us and everything else, where you go, well, you've gone to school, you've obviously learned about this stuff, and I've never been trained in it, so you must know more than me. And they concede instead of actually taking it and listening to what they're saying and comparing it to common sense fact.
Right. So even just comparing what they say to common sense, it's like, does this logically make sense? Can I follow this on a line of logic? Yes or no?
Exactly.
Most likely not. So here's the thing. What they're doing is, I hate to use this this setup, it's Nazi Germany.
Pretty much.
It's Russia and the USSR. It is the Soviet Union. It is the Red China. It is everything that you hate and that you see about. It is 1985. The book. It is 1984. Thank you. They are literally training the next generation in these colleges to narc on everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And what they're narking on is oh, this person made me feel bad.
Mm-hmm. This person's saying things, which, like you just said, is what they did. This is what a lot of went down during Hitler in the in the ghettos and stuff.
Yeah, but you also have so in China, they did this specifically. This language.
Mm-hmm.
They forced new language in this way where they would say, well, that would make people feel bad, so we're not going to use that word anymore. That's too harsh, so we're not going to use that word anymore. This is an unacceptable word, so we're not going to use it anymore. And they went through and they changed the words. They they corrupted the language to the point to where if you said the wrong thing, you could be arrested. And this is what these people are literally getting kicked off of campus for these sort of things. We had another story that we didn't get to about a girl that was her only fault. She was a 4.0 grade average. She was a freshman. She was already in the school senate. Everything else.
Yeah.
She was A-class, top line, everything. She basically got her entire first freshman year canceled out because she was a conservative.
Oh, yeah.
And she voted for Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the two things about her that was true. Everything else, she was told by a professor that because she was a conservative and she voted for Trump, she deserved it. She was basically suspended for the last 18 days of class. So that means she was never able to complete her classes. So all of her course credits that she had a 4.0 grade average for, which was all of them, she wasn't allowed to finish those courses, so that entire year is trashed. They're literally trying to force off. There are no safe spaces for a conservative mindset in a college. The place that you're supposed to be challenged.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. That's the one place that if you're going to run into issues like that anywhere, that's it, is on the college campus. That's the whole point, because that's where you learn at that age, when you come out of high school and you're in college, that point of life where you're still learning who you are and you go backpacking through the countryside, blah, blah, blah. That's when you find out who you are, and not just who you are, but like deep down who you are. What do you believe? Or do you believe in a God like your parents taught you? Is it the same God that your parents taught you? Or, and why do you believe it? It's because of who it's you discover you. And come to you on your terms, and instead we've built this they've built this bubble, and that's all
right.
It is this shield where you can't say that, don't do that, you have to agree with us, blah blah blah. Why? So then they can send the lemmings right back out into the real world to try and brainwash and propagandize to the rest of the people around them, and two, because then as time goes on, there's more and more of them being processed out. And more or less and less of normal common sense people being left in the system. It's so bad.
Yeah,
so bad.
You've got that, but you also have the idea that instead of having somebody actually come to terms with themselves, having somebody learn, educate them, being able to grow, being able to fight and learn how they think and why they think, and to better their understanding of not only themselves but their core values, and if it's right or if it's wrong, and what is right or wrong. They are building a system of just full indoctrination.
Yeah, because it's easier to control somebody who's already, you know, programmed. Basically,
yeah,
you're programmed to look and think this way, and it's just we're allowing it. And I'm every day I become more and more of an advocate for trade schools. For college is completely a waste of time.
Oh yeah, it's completely.
So anyway, we got like a minute or two. So let's end on a very, very funny note that made me giggle. Did you see the video?
Which video
of Justin Trudeau?
Oh, with the eyebrows.
The eyebrow.
I think everybody has seen the videos of the eyebrows.
The
eyebrows video.
Here's what's funny. Okay, and we all know Snopes is about as useless as a brush at a bald man convention.
It is about as useless as Snopes.
See what you did there. The thing about it is so you know how they always, they're gonna rate it and they're gonna find out if it's true or not, and blah 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 blah.
Sure.
Their thing for it. This is what made me giggle. It is the rating. It's miscaptioned.
What does that even mean?
No idea. That's just what it says, is miscaptioned.
Miscaptioned.
The claim, a video shows a false eyebrow falling off of the face of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau at the G7 summit, and they have the rating as miscaptioned. The origin, this is what they said. It just explains the origin. Now, the stories, it also provides us for stories lesser importance. 60-minute clip where evidently purported shows Canadian Prime Minister's fake, in parentheses, eyebrow falling off. The clip revealed a surprise amount of online coverage appearing several different websites, varying amounts. The skepticism is what was showed to other sites. Basically, his eyes thing is falling off. What they're basically trying to say is that there is no evidence of that necessarily, that it's, even though the clip is genuine, it doesn't show the eyebrow actually falling off of his face.
Can I?
It's so stupid.
Can I clear the air on this one? Can I clear the air?
Go ahead.
Okay. Justin Trudeau's eyebrows aren't falling off. He has this weird malformed eyebrow that makes it look like it's fading off on one side, it looks like it falls off of his face.
If you look directly at him, yes.
If you look directly
it's right
at him.
there. And when he turns, based off the lighting, because it thins off more towards the top.
Yes. But it has this huge patch.
Yeah, it's a huge.
Right there.
Yeah, he's got like a Hitler patch on his eye. It's really weird.
He's got a Hitler stash
eyebrow. He's got a Hitler stash eyebrow. And then it just thins out more towards the top. And when he turns, the lighting hit it, and it just happened to look like it was falling.
Oh, yeah.
But it was still funny to all get out for the.
Yes.
Because it became this thing where that one literally was the highlight of G7.
Right.
And that's as far as I care to talk about it, too.
Nobody else cared to talk about anything else.
Because it was pointless.
It was. It always is.
It was, we need the United States to pay us more money.
No.
And Trump's like, giant middle finger.
No. And I really hope that, like, the whole tariff war thing that he's starting, I really hope he's doing it for the right reason of forcing them to drop their tariffs, and then we drop ours, and everybody's good, and it's all nice and stuff.
We go hope against hope, man. Hope against hope.
Hope against hope.
But as y'all can tell, the music is playing. It is that time. I think we were about wound up enough right now for tonight. I can keep going, but my kids probably won't be able to get any sleep. So
no.
Anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. We really, truly appreciate it. You could be anywhere, but you're here with us, and we really, truly appreciate it. Find us at DOAEshow.com, also on Facebook and Twitter, and YouTube at DOAE Show. Guys, we got everything there, archives, everything else. So many things. Article just dropped tonight. Guys, look it up. We'll see y'all Saturday, 9 p.m. Bye-bye.